Hi everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. I always make sure my volume is on. Welcome to my weekly tea time and a card. I'm just going to hold off till everybody finds me. Okay, there's everyone. There seems to be such a lag time sometimes on people finding me. So while people are finding me, let me go over a few things. Just reminding you that our mini catalog just went live a few weeks ago. This is the one that has a lot of our fall and Christmas products. So if you did not check this out yet, you can go online or you can let me know and I can send you a catalog. But this is our Christmas, fall, Halloween, and a mixture of other products. And don't forget that we also have our annual catalog. When the mini catalog comes out, this one kind of goes to the wayside. So don't forget there's a lot of products in here as well. My free card kit continues for the month of September. If you place an order through my online store, I send you all of the layers and pieces to make a card just like this one. And you guys, my paper pumpkin kit arrived. I haven't even opened it yet. I plan on working on it tomorrow, but I thought it would be a good time for those of you that have never subscribed to Paper Pumpkin. Sometimes our boxes are an orangey color, and then we have special editions like this one. And this is how it comes. Whoops, hold on. It comes all wrapped up in tissue paper. We have a beautiful stamp set. Let me put a piece of white under there so you guys can see what it looks like. That's our stamp set for this month. We always have a Stampin' spot, which is Lost Lagoon this time. So let me go ahead and open up the tissue paper. Sorry for the noise. And I'm just going to show you what's in the kit this month. And for those of you that are subscribers of mine, you know that I always create alternative projects, and then I send you all of the instructions to copy my projects. So those only go to my subscribers. Look at these beautiful envelopes. We have these are little mini cards because we actually have treat boxes that go with the cards this month. So there's the Lost Lagoon color. The tear and tape is included. The dimensionals are included. This is a kit that you can just grab and go anywhere with it, and everything is in there that you need. These are the little treat boxes with the coordinating cards. So that's what this kit is all about this month. These are the little treat boxes or treat bags, little gold foil on the edges. And then we have some pre-printed, these just pop out. So we glue these on the cards. There's 2 sheets of those. Here's the glue dots to assemble some of the pieces. We have some pretty gold foil banners. Oh, look at these. I haven't seen this, you guys. This is the first time I see this with you. Oh, I've been painting today, so just disregard the paint on my fingers. So here's some more die cuts. And look at the gold foil ones. I think that's it. So lots of pretty things to make pretty cards and pretty bags. And then lastly, if you are part of my team, I sent you guys an email about an hour ago. I host classes with my team. And this time, class number 1, we are focusing on embossing paste. This is the first card I showed them. Just a simple way to use embossing paste by frosting it on a background, just like you would frost a cake. And I used it for a background, and then I used a decorative mask on this one. So if you are on my team, you received a video to show you how to do both of these techniques. Okay, I think that's it. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm going to make today. I am right in the middle of craft fairs. I got 2 craft fairs coming up, and I bought these boxes of tea bags. I have 3 different types in here. I have peppermint, green tea, orange passion fruit, and then ginger. And then what I decided to make with those are little tea bag holders. So one piece of cardstock makes two. So this is what I'm going to show you what they look like. And on the last one, I have one that's open, so I can open it for you. I'm just using, let me see, what is this designer paper called? I'm using the, I think it's Bright and Beautiful designer paper. And then of course the So Refreshing stamp set. I thought it'd be cute to add the little pitcher of tea with the little glass. There's two more. And then this is the one that I opened up. So you can see it has a little pocket on the inside plus a little sentiment. And then I just tie a bow. Now the first one that I made, I didn't cut the ribbon long enough. So I ended up doing a double knot instead. So you can do either way, the double knot or the bow. So let me go ahead and pick these up so I can show you how to create these. Okay, let me see. We've got cardstock. And by the way, when I do craft fairs, I'm trying to get rid of my retired stuff that I have on hand. So these colors are actually retired colors. But because I'm using such colorful designer paper, it coordinates anyway. So let me bring in two little piles. I've gone ahead and done the stamping ahead of time. But I did want to show you how I did my picture, because this one here is a little bit lighter in color. So let me dig out the colors I'm using today is Pretty Peacock, Pool Party, Shaded Spruce, and then the Lemon Lolly. So I'm just going to show you how I stamped the picture and the glass in case you don't have this set, which again is the So Refreshing, which also has the dies to go with it. It cuts everything out for you. I'm going to show you how I did the lighter ink. Oh, I guess I need berry, let me see. What did I use on that one? I used Melon Mambo, I think. No, I didn't. I think it was Berry Burst. Now, I find it easier when you're doing two-step stamping. I find it easier to do the outline first. So I'm going to go ahead and do the picture and the glass. And then this is where I have a little scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to flip it over actually. I'm going to ink up the Berry Burst. I'm going to stamp on the scrap first. And then there's the lighter ink color. I'm going to do the same thing on the glass. Okay, there's the lighter ink. And then I used the Pool Party to kind of give it the glass look. I don't know if you noticed, I have a little bit of ink to make it look like glass. And that's this stamp right here. I'm going to do the same thing. Stamp it on scrap paper first. And then on my image. And that's it. So look at the difference in color by stamping on scrap paper first. It's a lot lighter and it looks better. That would have been way too dark. Okay, let me move all of this aside. Let's see, I got to decide what color I'm going to need to do my sentiments. I think I'll use the Pretty Peacock on both. And I'm also using the Lasting Label Punch. Okay, so let's dig out the cardstock and my paper trimmer. I'm actually going to cut these. I'm going to cut them both at the same time. They're going to be 10 1/4 inches long. So I'm just losing a 3/4 inch, no, wait a minute, 1/2 inch strip, 3/4 inch strip. Yeah, I can't add today. I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/4 directly in half. So like I said, for each sheet of cardstock, we're going to make 2 of these. Okay, here is my scoring tool. And we're going to score at 3.5 and 7. You do the other one in the same color. 3.5 and 7. I'm going to show you how quick it is to make 4 of these. Okay, so I'm going to go over this again. 10.25 by 4.25. Score at 3.5 and again at 7. Now, one thing to pay attention to, let me grab the one that I have open. So you're going to have the pocket on this side. This side is a little bit shorter so that when you fold it, it's not going to butt up against this score line to make it so that's too bulky. So that's why I cut that a 1/4 inch shorter. So make sure when you're doing your diagonal, you have the shorter end. Okay, let me get my trimmer. Now we're going to go from the top second score line down to the corner. I'm going to do this 4 times because I'm making 4 of these. Again, make sure this is the shorter end. Now, even though I'm making these for a craft fair, these would make nice Christmas gifts if you're starting to work on your Christmas projects or birthday gifts. Anybody that likes tea would love getting one of these. Okay, so there's the 4 pieces that I cut off. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold all of these on the score lines. I've got everything cut ahead of time, so these are going to go real quick. And I know that we had, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, we actually had a tea set. Hold on, I want to make sure I can see you guys still. It's not letting me. I need to get a new iPad. I can never see you guys when I'm live. Okay. Now what I did on the inside, I added 2 pieces of white as the liner. So I got a lot of white here. We're going to glue all of those in place first. And let me get you the measurements on those. Let me get my ruler. And actually, you're going to have 3 layers of the same size. There's one in the front also. So the white is 4 inches by 3.25. So let's go ahead and add one to the front. So like I said, if you have a lot of retired cardstock, retired designer paper, craft fairs are the best way to get rid of some of that stuff. I know some of you guys are hoarders and you hate to get rid of your stuff, but I'm not a hoarder. I use my stuff. Okay, there's the first 2 layers. Now what I'm going to do at this point, if I can find my tear and tape, I'm just going to add tape on the bottom. Just 1 strip. And then I'm going to peel the backing. Press that in place. And there's my pocket already. So I'm going to go ahead and add a tea bag in there. Now, let me see if I can figure out which one I wanted to use. I think I wanted to stick with a different color. Okay, this is my circles. Now, I did use the Stylish Shapes dies, and I used circle number 2, so the second one in. We're going to go ahead and glue the designer paper on the inside. Let's see, I think I want it going in this direction. Then we're going to add the other one on the front. Now I'm going to decorate my circle like you see here. And these are all glued with dimensionals. Because it's on the outside, you can go ahead and do the for the height. I'm going to add a mini on the bottom here. So the picture is going to go right here, and then we're going to do the glass. And I'm going to stamp with Pretty Peacock. And oh, I forgot to tell you where my sentiments are from. The For You, let me see. I gotta find my sets. Okay, the For You is from Layering Leaves right here. And then You Are All Kinds of Wonderful is what I'm putting on the inside, and that's from Lighting the Way. And this just barely fits on the heart. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one if I can find the other heart. Okay, wait a minute. You know me, and I always lose everything. Okay, I'm going to grab this one. Hopefully I'm not one short somewhere. Okay, there's my two of those. And then I'm going to grab the white. I'm going to do the sentiment. So I need two of those. Oops, oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. Paper trimmer. I forgot I have the sentiment going vertically. I didn't leave myself enough room there. So let me try that again. So I am going to go this way. Trim that right in the center. There's one. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do the other two yet, so I'm just going to do two at a time. So this is going to go on the inside. I just think it's so neat that they open this up and they have this really neat sentiment on the inside. Okay, my next step before I glue everything else in place, I need to glue my ribbon to the front only. I'm going to add just a sliver of tear and tape. And for this one, I am using, again, some retired ribbon. I'm just going to fold that in half, find the center, press that in place, and then I'm going to glue the circle. Right over that. And let me add a dimensional to the heart. I'm going to tuck that in. Now everything's all tucked in. Everything's good to go. We're going to wrap this around and tie a bow on the end. So you can see as you do these, they're really quick to create. My ribbon's a little short on this one. So let me trim that. Okay, and there's my first one. Now let me get this one out of the way. I'm going to finish up the second one in the same color. I'm hoping I can find that heart that I think I lost. I'll keep it for last. That way if I have one missing, I can just go ahead and cut another one. So here's number two. The only difference in this one is the designer paper. Okay, let me see what I've got. Is that this one? Nope. Oh, you know what? I didn't cut enough designer paper. I only cut two. Let me grab. I only cut two and I needed 4 for each set. Okay, what was this measurement I gave you? It is 3 3/4 by 3. So let me go 3 3/4. I'm going to cut that off first. This is a spare piece. and then directly in half. Okay, so we are going to use, I'm going to use that one on the inside. And my sentiment. I keep getting these backing right in my tape. There's my sentiment. Now I'm going to add my tear and tape. Press this in place. Let me grab a tea bag. Now we're going to glue this one to the front on the opposite side. Oops, I need my white first. Here's my white on the front. And then my designer paper. Now we got to do the ribbon. Okay, now let's set up. Oh, look, you guys, I found my heart. I didn't lose it. Okay, let's go ahead and set these up with dimensionals. And I need one little mini. Okay, before I go any further, let me put my ribbon down so I don't forget. There's the halfway. I'm trying to think, I should measure the ribbon for you before I glue them all down. And you might want to go a little bit longer, so that's 12. I think I went 15. Yeah, 15 and a half. So you might want to go 16 just to have a little bit extra, because on the one I just did, the ribbon was a little short on the end. Okay, there's my picture. And my glass. And you guys could add bling if you have a lot of bling on hand. You could add bling to this as well. Wrap this around. I'm concentrating on my bow. So you guys can see how many I showed you at the beginning of the video. I made those in about an hour. So it does not take a lot of time to do these. Okay, so there's one set using the same color but different designer papers. I'm going to do one more set, but I am going to have to cut 2 more designer papers. So let me grab, let's do this one. So 3 3/4 by 3. So there's my 4. These are already all cut out. So let's go ahead and do the inside. So what I did when I did a bunch of these, I cut all the white paper out for so many, and then I cut all the designer papers, and then I just started gluing and cutting. Okay, one more for the front. I'm going to glue all the white. So this is production style. I find when I do craft fairs, it's the little things like this that sell the most. If you make the bigger items, they don't seem to sell as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to price this yet, but people love stocking stuffers. Okay, now let's see what I've got for designer paper. I'm going to use one of these, and just like that. Whoops, wait a minute. I'm going to add this one to the inside. And let's add the stripe on the outside. Let's see, this is the outside. This is my favorite sheet. I hate covering this. Okay, now let me switch inks. I'm going to switch to Shaded Spruce. I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamp. And I need 2 for the inside. And again, I'm going vertically. So here's my punch. Again, that's the lasting label punch. So 1 and 2. And I'm going to save this because I'll probably use it. I'm going to make a few more of these. I'll probably use that on another one that I make up. Okay, now this goes up here. And then we need the tear and tape. So I got to scoot over and look at the time, you guys. Okay, so I'm almost 30 minutes into this video and I have almost 4 of these made. They really do go by quickly. Okay, there's my pocket. Let me grab some tea. Let's go with ginger on this one. And another peppermint. And let's see, I got to do my little sentiment for the heart. Shaded Spruce. Okay, I'm all done with the ink. Now this time, again, this is a retired color. And I did my picture the same way. I stamped the lemon lolly off on a scrap piece of paper first, just so it would turn out lighter. Lots of dimensionals. Okay, let's go ahead and do the ribbon. Right in the middle. You could even make some of these with hot chocolate on the inside, but make these bigger. Again, this is retired ribbon from a few years ago. I'm just folding in half to find the center. Now let's build our circles. Oops, I forgot my little mini dimensionals on these. So you can see, because you can make 2 with 1 sheet of cardstock, it's best to do them 2 at a time. It goes by so much faster. Now the hearts, I'm going to tuck those in. Get some adhesive. Lots of adhesive. You could use liquid glue instead of the tape runner. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to leave this one open. And then we'll tie this one. I'm going to bring them all in so you can see all the different colors. I can get this one tied. I'm losing it. I lost it. I just couldn't grab that bow or the loop. Okay, so that's what the inside looks like. There's that one. I'm going to bring them all in so you can see them all. Where's the one? Okay, this one goes with that one. I've got another one missing. I don't know where I went with it. There's another one that goes with this one. There you go. Look how many I have so far. And I'm going to probably do another 8 or 10 of them. So I hope you enjoyed these. Doesn't that look good on the screen? I love seeing all those colors. I hope you guys will give these a try, and I can't wait to see what you'll use on the front for decorating. Because like I said, we did have a tea set, but I was too lazy to go find it. I know I have it stored somewhere. I was too lazy to find it. But the picture goes well for a picture of tea. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and I will see you next week. I'm going to be using some new products and a new card shape for you next week. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.